So, hello all. Basically, this stream is to understand the problems and issues of West Garo Hills. I hope you can hear me. This is just one of the test streams, and we'll be doing this kind of live stream to understand the issues uh, of West Garo Hills. Right now, of course, I don't have a good microphone, so maybe the sound quality is not that great, but we'll be arranging for that. So, those who are listening to this, we will do it quite frequently, so there's no need to rush. Just trying to understand the issues here. Of course, I have been in Garo Hills now for 5 years, more like, yeah, almost 5 years. So have come across mostly what are the issues, but still, I think it's a good idea to just interact with everyone, and this YouTube gives you that platform to see and interact, and I can see your comments, so that's good. So please, this today it will be a short yeah, okay, so you one person has commented that they can hear clearly. That's good. So please comment the issues, and I will take it up. So one common things I will talk about in this stream, and later on I can address the basically uh, detailed issues. One issue, common issue for all the students, which I have been aware of, is the examination center for Garo Hills, and for the entire Garo Hills. So of course we are working on it, and the previous DC was also working on it, and we have given, in fact, if you remember, we had done a survey to see how many of you are giving what kind of exams, and there was an online survey, and with that we had basically obtained the number of students which are likely to appear in any exam, competitive exam. So yes, we have that data, and we have forwarded it to basically the higher authorities, and certainly this is one of the biggest priorities, and I will follow it up, and I'm sure in the coming times this center will come up. Now West Garo Hills being the big district and kind of center of Garo Hills, so and there are so many students, so many colleges, so many schools are there, so it is obvious that that it should be the examination centers for all the competitive exams, and definitely the groundwork has been laid, and I will follow it up, and that will make in fact a lot more easy for many people, because when I visited villages especially, so and when I interacted with the youth there, they had a issue of going to different centers, because they cannot afford to travel. So this was also one of the reason why they hesitate in signing up for the exam, why they don't give exams. So this is something which we need to resolve at the earliest, so that yes, our students can give the exam at a place which is near, and they don't have to travel so much, because in this state, and in this, in fact, whole region of Northeast, this traveling cost is a big issue. And yes, so if we have a center here, our people, our students, our youth will be able to give exam in this district itself, and it will help the other Garo Hills district as well, because coming to Tura would be easy for them rather than going to Shillong or Guwahati or even Kolkata in some cases. So we are working on it, and that's something I will follow it up. And so now Scorpio FL has commented that quality education in rural areas, teenage pregnancy, nutrition are issues. So for nutrition, one of the projects which we did in East Garo Hills was that we facilitated kitchen gardens in all the Anganwadis. So that and I was so happy to see the impact that it had made, that the Anganwadi workers, after sharing giving those vegetables to the children, they were also sharing the vegetables to the pregnant and nursing women, and which in turn over a period had a great positive impact on the maternal health. So in a very short time, we could see that a positive change was being made, and we will continue to do the same here, and hopefully with a special focus on maternal and child health, these issues of nutrition and all we will get rid of. And yes, teenage pregnancy is a issue, and we are constantly through the ashas and through the PHC staff, CSC staff, and so many other wings of the medical department. Constantly, this issue has been talked about, and we are ensuring that it is also talked about in schools, and everyone is made aware of that. And this is something which is a major focus when it comes to medical department, and in every monthly meeting we are seeing some kind of progress in that, and slowly we are reaching out to all the corners and of the district, and we will hopefully eliminate it in the coming times. Quality education in rural areas, in fact, the reason why we started Project Star was this only, to improve the quality education in rural areas. Star means that the school transformation by augmenting resources. Now, the logic behind Project Star was that whatever we have available, let us use it to improve the status of the schools. So through Project Star, we have been improving the infrastructure of the school. That is the most basic thing, because if you don't have good infrastructure, then the morale of the teachers, the morale of the students, it's difficult to maintain that. So that is why good infrastructure is important, and so we are working on it. It's a giant task, as there are so many schools are there, and slowly we are taking it up with whatever resources are available. And under this Project Star, another major component was counseling, and I have been constantly myself doing counseling for various students through my channel, through this channel, and I have been going to schools and colleges also, and I have been encouraging all the officers. In fact, it's not just about all the officers. I mean, I now want to appeal all the youth of Garo Hills, and even those who have established themselves already, who have some kind of experience, who are working. You should in fact interact with the youth who are looking for career opportunities, and give them advice, and give them the tips, and help them to reach whatever their ambitions are. So career counseling has been a great part of Project Star, and we did it even when I was SDO Dadangre in 17-18. And if you have been to a LP school or a UP school, you must have seen a career. There is a big chart. We call it Career Pathfinder, and even in East Garo Hills, West Garo Hills, both district, we had given this Career Pathfinder, and mostly you will find it in all the schools. So that is very, very important, because it's such a nice chart where every student can see what are the options and which stream and what he needs to do, what are the degrees of his interest, and so on and so forth. So all this will happen, and there are various components of Project Star. We'll talk about, we'll do a special stream on education, where those who are interested in education can join, and we can talk about how we improve the situation here. So good evening to everyone who is commenting, and we have several viewers, more than 100 views already. So that's good. Please comment on your issues, and today, as I said, it's a test stream, and it will be a fairly regular thing, and every week I will try to connect with everyone from the district, and to listen to you, and to hear you, and to give my feedback what we are doing. I think this kind of interaction and this kind of exchange of information is very, very important. And this mode basically I will be using for giving counseling also. And if you need me to talk about any particular issue, please go ahead and do that. One of the issue I want to talk about is, of course, the connectivity. So now it's a common problem, and because of the bad weather in the last 10 days, there were frequent disruptions in electricity, which caused the frequent delay in the telecom sector, and it's all connected basically. So we are trying to we'll try to improve all sectors. We'll try to improve ensure that electricity supply is maintained, so that the network is automatically taken care of. And under the USOF and other projects, we'll try to cover up the remote areas where the basically network is not there. um, with regard to road, yes, so road, PMGSY, as you know, is a major scheme, and basically it goes in the rural areas. And we will be monitoring in a very regular way. And and it's a common sensical thing that if there is a good monitoring, you get good results out of any projects, because everyone is keeping an eye, and if there is something wrong, then it's immediately pointed out and action is taken. So basically we have to be vigilant, and basically roads and good cellular connectivity, and it's a constant static electricity, that is the first major priority. Because once we get the basics, then we can talk about other things. But let us focus on these basics, and let us work on it to improve. And I'll be giving my best, and I need everyone's cooperation, and let's resolve all these issues. Now here Chengrang Marak has said rapid destruction of forest, rapid destruction of forest for shifting, cultivation, and throwing of plastics on the roadside. Now, friends, one of the major issues is use of plastic. Now, I think it's at least those who are aware and who are conscious about environment, and they know the harmful effect of plastic. We need to do a lifestyle change. We can easily say that basically we can do away with plastic. In the last 2-3 years, I have tried to avoid anything which comes in this single use plastic. So whenever you go, the simple most solution is, whenever you go to the market to buy things, please carry cloth bag or a jute bag or whatever, paper bag. Please carry a reusable bag, so that the shopkeeper is not forced to give you some kind of a single use plastic. Whenever you are going to buy vegetables, please take any reusable thing, so that you don't have to take the single use plastic. So if everyone gets this simple point, then we will have a tremendous basically improvement in the environment, and we will see a reduction of basically a plastic thing. So basically that lifestyle change, I request those who are educated and those who are well aware of this environmental thing. I think by a simple lifestyle change, we can make a big difference. And regarding, of course, we will come up with alternatives to plastic, and all there are some entrepreneurs who are making cloth bags and all those things. So we need to promote this, but I understand these alternatives are costlier than plastic, and that is the reason why they are not very easily accepted. And slowly that acceptance will come. But we need to understand that there is a cost to environment. When you are using to plastic, there is a cost to environment. If you want to save environment, then of course there will be a little cost to the person who is asking that entity. So that is why we need to be creative, and we need to use things which are reusable, and it's totally doable. It just requires a lifestyle change. But whatever plastic, because plastic anyway, if you see, it has, why do we use plastic, why it is used in the markets? Because it's cheap and it has some utility. So as long as we cannot get rid and get an alternative, we need to deal with this plastic. So now fortunately we have a plastic to energy plant which is there in here. But there are so many other ways in which plastic can be recycled. Now there are companies which are making footwear from this plastic. There are companies which are making tiles from this plastics. So we need to ensure that it is collected and it is basically given to these all these companies which are dealing with plastic. So we can do it definitely, and in the coming times we will plan something. And since West Garo Hills is a huge district, so we will have substantial amount of plastic, and we can convert it into a product which can be used. So definitely one of the priorities will be to reduce this. And yeah, so let's go to another yeah, roads, of course, this AMPT road and other roads, we will have a review, constant review, and we'll review all the roads, all the roads which are ongoing, and all the roads where roads basically are not there, Kacha road and all that. So we will take up these issue. And next, one of the comments by Chanangbil Marak is that please took a look at how bus load. Okay, bus operators are loading goods beyond limits in public transportation. Okay, so this sometimes is an issue, and this has to be checked by the transport department personnel, and we will ensure this is, in fact, I don't know if many people know about this, but there is a district road safety committee, and there are various things which have to be done by this committee, and this is one of them. So thank you for raising this issue, and I will definitely, in the next road safety committee meeting, this will be one of the points which will be discussed, and how we deal with it. Now, electricity problem, yes. Recently, in the last 10 days, you must have seen the kind of weather and erratic weather, rainfall, etc., has caused all those things. And our MECL team and all those responsible for clearing the roads are working throughout the night sometimes, and 24/7 they have to work. And I really appreciate the responsiveness of these institutions. And thank you for all those linemen who work day and night to restore electricity. But at the same time, now we must improve the basic the line network which is there. And I have already discussed it with MECL, and slowly in the times to come, certain steps will be taken to reinforce the existing poles, to reinforce basically the wires which are there, so that in case of, even in case of a rain or a little this wind or cyclones, they are strong enough to withstand all these things. So this will happen slowly, but again, once again, I would like to appreciate the attempts being made. And yes, simultaneously, when it comes to energy sector, we are working with so many organizations which are working in solar energy. By now, you must have seen the works of Celco, the works of a Global Himalayan Expedition, and there are so many different organizations now. They are coming in here, Garo Hills, and working along with district administration. So we will continue that, and we'll try to expand that. And we, for street lighting, yes. So one of the demands and one of the things is it's too dark in the urban area, and at night sometimes. And so that is why solar street lights are an amazing solution to this, because there is no recurring cost to it. And so we will try to get as much as solar projects possible, so that we can basically, in times when this normal electricity cannot be there, so in those times basically we can still have energy with this kind of projects of solar in some of the villages through MBDA and through some other initiatives. This hydroger is something where electricity is created by the flow of water. So this small kind of projects are also very good. If there is a good, if there is a stream and there is a good flow, then hydroelectric, small hydroelectric can also be thought of, and it's a very innovative solution. And sometimes we have to basically use these innovative methods, especially in the months of April and May. We all know that those strong winds are there and erratic weather and electricity is not stable, so we need to think of all these solutions. So yes, definitely we will do that. Network problem, I have already addressed network problem. So there is a telecom committee, now it is called as the district digital connectivity committee, which is there. And we will of course, here I have not had that review, but I'll call all the operators and we will review. On this note, I want to express one suggestion that for in order to improve the network, we need basically more towers, and sometimes the network operators are not able to find out spots where they can install these towers. So if there are any people who are facing this issue, so please identify areas where these towers can be located, and the telecom service providers are always ready to go and install. But sometimes it is because of certain issues, it is very difficult to get the places, and especially in urban areas. So if there are any places where they can be installed, please come forward and we will connect you to those operators, because without towers we will not be able to cater to the the kind of demand which is there. Now if you see in urban areas, you will feel that the network is very weak and it's erratic, and it's not like the speeds are so low because of high demand, because of the high population which is there. So that the only solution to that is basically we need to increase the number of towers. So let's try to find out areas where these towers can be placed, and hopefully in the future this will become better. Yeah, parking spaces. So some Jovel says that parking spaces for vehicles. So this is also very important, because otherwise this leads to congestion on the road. So as I talked about this road safety committee, so this one of the task for this committee is to identify with the, because this basically committee has all the officials from transport, from police, from municipal and all that. So it all will sit together and will seek the suggestions of you all also, and then we'll come up with these parking spaces which will decongest the roads. Examination centers, yes, I have already if you have joined late, then please see it, the first part of the stream where I have already addressed it, and we are working on it. And I'll do everything to make sure that this happens soon. So don't, I mean, in the coming future, hopefully we will have definitely an examination center here. Yes, roads, there are so many people are mentioning the name of the roads. So please comment also, not just in the chat, but in the that Facebook post also, and also in that video when it will be basically uploaded on the channel, so that it's there for the record and we can come back to it and see it. So there are let's go to few other comments. And this is not a basically one time thing, and I'll be doing it every mostly week and whenever I get time. So it's not that you have to mention it here itself. Yes, S Janang Manda saying about examination centers, so we are working on it. Slow internet connectivity, Tura town, yes, I just explained why that is, and we need more networks basically. And if there is no network, then I will also not be able to stream. And I basically have so many ideas where the students can benefit. And see, these kind of things now, UPSC, I have already put all, if anyone has to prepare now I've already put everything on my channel. There is a self preparation module. So similarly, so many things can be put on the internet, and it's available on the internet. So any guidance, please go to the channel, go to my channel and see these videos. There's so much content on career counseling, but I will still go to whenever I get time. I'll still go to our colleges and our schools, and I will try to interact with the students, with you all, and we'll try to answer your questions personally. Yes, all those who are mentioning about roads and all, it's being noted, and it will stay there. And please comment on the video so that we can make a record of it. There's one comment on the district library and open for study center. Now, yeah, it's a very good point. And since so many youth are watching, we have nearly 100 people watching right now and more than 400 views already. Please take up this habit of reading. It's very important. Now with this age of internet and social media, people are almost given up reading books and all that. But it's not just about UPSC, it's not just about any exam. For your self knowledge, for expansion of your horizons, for a greater understanding of things, it is very much required that we read variety of books. So we'll take up this library thing. When I was SDO Dadangre, I remember I had visited the library, and there was so much to be taken up, and now again I'll visit it, and yeah, we'll do whatever it takes to make it a very good library. Plus I encourage readers to go there and spend some time, and it's also very good for those who are having attention issues or who cannot concentrate because of so many other things happening. So library is a place where really you can focus and study and yeah, learn great things. So we'll do something about the library. Yes, Mormo Raj Hajong is saying that there is no street lights in Tura town. So yes, that was one of the points we discussed, that through these organizations like Selco and GHE and others, and also there are government departments dealing with renewable energy, and we'll make a special project. We'll identify the areas which is where it is immediately required. And yes, I mean, in fact, in East Garo Hills in William Nagar, we did a project called Project Light, where I requested people to repair with the lights which were already there, but it was not functional, so some minor repair was required. So we did this Project Light, and I requested people to come forward and adopt a street light and repair it. Even I adopted a few lights, and my mother also adopted few lights, and so many other people adopted. And nearly, in this project, nearly I think 100 lights were repaired in William Nagar. So it was a great project, and yes, I mean, that's something we can do here as well. And the priority will be to light up those areas which are really critical and at night, which can be dangerous if light is not there, causing accidents and stuff like that. So we will work on that, definitely. Thank you for your suggestions. Okay, one question is, do you speak Khasi, since you are very fluent in Garo? So now I've been here for 5 years. I've learned some little basics of Garo. I can understand completely, and I can speak also little. Khasi also I'll try to learn whenever I'm posted there. So right now, because I'm posted here, I didn't get the opportunity, but I would love to learn Khasi as well. Basically, language is a great way to connect to people, I feel, and it has to be wherever you are staying, one should make the effort to understand and to learn the language, because when you speak the local tongue, it is a direct connect, and people find it easy to basically express themselves. So that is the reason why I so desperately wanted to learn it fast, so that I understand whenever I go to villages, so that I can talk to them directly and I can understand their issue. So language is a great thing, And yes, so people are ready to. Okay, yes, so whenever I get the opportunity, I'll learn the. I know Assamese as well because I was posted in Tezpur, so I can speak Assamese, which is so because I know Assamese, I can understand Bengali as well. uh, yes, so garbage disposal is a big issue. Waste disposal in each locality. Yeah, so this is something which we almost, I mean, we started in William Nagar and door to door, and 2 wards we were doing door to door collection. And on this note, I want to appeal to everyone. We have right now 114 people watching. So all of you, please, at your home, segregate your waste: wet waste, dry waste. Basically, wet waste can be disposed of at home itself. If you make us, if you dig out a hole and if you put it, it will become a compost and you can use it in your kitchen garden. So when this wet waste is not mixing with the dry waste, it will be easier for municipal staff also to recycle the dry waste. So this, we every household in fact in the district needs to do it. We should be taking care of our own, the kitchen waste, the wet waste, the food waste. Let's make compost out of it and use it locally in our kitchen garden, so that the burden on the municipal will be reduced. So this is something which we need to do. And as far as the dry waste is concerned, so we will try to scale up the municipal collection, and we'll try to provide more vehicles to the municipal board wherein they can basically do this kind of a collection. So yeah, so more or less we have answered the most of the questions. Okay, yes, so there is a gecko I think in my room. So sorry for the noise. um, yeah, so most of the comments are about the roads and the electricity and network. So we will take these on priorities, and these kind of streams we will do very frequently. So keep following the channel, and keep commenting, and keep on commenting on the page also, Facebook page, so that we'll get to know your issues. And we'll do some special streams also sometimes, maybe on education, maybe on health, so that I can take your views on specific things. Because if it's an open session, then it becomes too many topics. So I think going forward we'll discuss it topic by topic. And please join and tell others also. And if you we get a good number, then we'll get a better understanding, because understanding the need is very very important before taking any initiatives. What is the actual requirement and what people really want. So I look forward to all these sessions. Thank you for everyone for joining and commenting. And I will take up all your issues. Let's work together. The most important thing I want to request is that let's all have a positive attitude and work as a team. And by doing that, we can focus only on good work and positive work and building and developing the district. So I request everyone to have a positive mindset, and in whatever capacity you can help the district. The more people join and the more people participate, the faster West Garo Hills will develop. So with that, that will be all for today's stream. And hopefully in the next stream I can spend some more time, and we can figure out some more things. Thank you for joining. Pilakon Mithila.